It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Mike, 97. Mike, White.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's blocked down.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Fields throwing again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tariq Cohen, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hand cycle.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here we go, set. 33, Miller.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The Falcons at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9.
60 red.
Coming to you, coming to you. Watch the twitch. Watch the
Check field.
check three.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
50 series. Flight two.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw, and he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st down, Barnett. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down and 8. Fields now to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Pulled in at the 24. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
57's the mic, right? 57. No.
Off play action, Fields.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Between the tackles with Cohen. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 39.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option left is Fields. He'll pitch it back.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
Touchdown! Jarnell Mooney, 34 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Check three. 52 blaster.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
43 rail. Ready, go.
Up the middle they go. It's Barnett, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On play action, Fields.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run the option left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
56, Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Red,
Mike 56.
yellow, blue.
56. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
17.
They'll run on first down. Barnett, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bears.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's complete right side to Kmet. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3? I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Taken from about the 12 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Here's Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick six today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bears are going to get a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
You got time. You got time right there. Check. Check. Check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields.
Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt the...
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the set.
56. Check 56. No, brother. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check safety. Check safety.
Strike 60. Black Johnson.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Back to throw. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. Black ultra.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Ready up.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Defense. Mike 56. Mike 56. No chance. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
10 cycles. Set. Go.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the 4th quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind him in a bit.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one.